Chapter 6.
The galaxy's last line of offense.
Not motion for Pandora to take out her datapad. Let's prioritize your future war bond purchases. Save up or grind missions for super credits, because if you're going to war, you need war bonds. As a democracy officer, I know you're already a super citizen, so the sealed Veterans War Bond is already available to you. Pandora nodded. That war bond has 3 of the most reliable weapons that fire bullets, and is the first war bond you should focus on if possible. It holds 2 primary weapons and a great option for both your grenades and secondary weapon. These top tier options are likely the reason it's free when you are a super citizen. Even if you weren't, you'd be able to buy the credits with medals from the enlistment bonus Helldivers Mobilize War Bond to afford it. Grind easy missions for easy credits. However, this is your first personal combat choice. You should at least look at all the war bonds before investing in any option. Pandora turned the page in her datapad. The Helldivers Mobilize War Bond is the free war bond with enlistment. It holds basic essential options, but is huge. It requires over 2,000 medals to complete all 10 pages, whereas the premium war bonds cost about 700 medals each to complete 3 pages. The war bond comes with 1,000 purchasable super credits and a buffet of flavors to personalize your kill count. If this is the first war bond you choose to focus on, aim for page 6 before buying a second war bond. The medals spent getting the few good items after page 6 are better spent elsewhere. Let me talk about the 2 best armor types real quick. Number 1. The CM09 Bone Snapper armor. An additional 2 more stims in your inventory and capacity. That's 4 to 6. The armor also slow releases the stim's duration for an extra 2 seconds. As you can see, it's what I go with. Most of the best boosters synergize with this armor. Unless you die with 1 shot, you have 6 extra healthy bodies and enough stamina to sprint the whole mission area. It's best against the little ankle-biting bugs. The light and heavy versions are in the Superstore for 250 super credits. Number 2. The DP-40 Hero of the Federation armor. Blessed by Lady Liberty's Democracy Protects prayer, and ordained with the Hellfire of Freedom. Some say it's death-proof. Also stops you from bleeding out. Helldivers with this armor have been seen surviving hell bombs, falls from lower orbit, tank shots, and drop ships crashing on top of them. One Helldiver that wasn't even a believer in the Lady Liberty faith was wearing this, survived 7 deadly explosions in a row. The event was recorded. Even if, theoretically, the blessing only gives a 50% survival rate, the probability of surviving that would have been 0.78125%.
Never tell me the odds.
Pandora replied, not smirked. To me, that event is undeniable proof that Lady Liberty's faith centered on managed democracy as the ultimate form of survival is true. Myself and the team I run with are all followers of Lady Liberty. Your armor has the same Prayer of Democracy Protects blessing, I believe. Pandora nodded. The chief continued. Pardon me, I seem to have got off on a tangent. Lastly, I recommend the Democratic Detonation War Bond. It holds 1 essential secondary weapon, 1 essential grenade option, and 2 good primary weapons. A good booster for short missions or long extraction times, and some alternate engagement options. Just as Steeled Veterans War Bond had the most reliable bullets, this has the most reliable explosives. That's everything. Questions? Pandora held up a finger to indicate she needed a minute, then accessed the stratagem database.
The Flam 40 flamethrower. Before firing, the pilot light must be ignited by holding the fire button. It may be fired instantly at any time while the pilot light is active. The pilot light will extinguish automatically after a roughly 12-second period of disuse. The pilot light ignition process does not consume any ammo. The flamethrower excels in dealing with hordes of enemies due to the large amount of area of effect damage it provides. Firing at the floor will create a pool of fire that continues to burn for several seconds. This can set the flamethrower user on fire too, so advancing whilst firing is not advised. Diving directly backwards while shooting the flamethrower will catch the Helldiver on fire, due to their legs passing in front of the jet. Flamethrower fire deals continuous damage throughout its travel. Skewering a target lengthwise can greatly increase the damaging effect.
Pandura looked up a few more items.
The AR-61 Tenderizer is a high-caliber assault rifle with a restrictive magazine size but more stopping power. It boasts the highest damage per round of any weapon in its class.
She scouted for an appropriate secondary weapon.
The P19 Redeemer is a one-handed fully automatic pistol with an extremely high fire rate, allowing for efficient crowd control. It pairs well with weapons that cannot fend off multiple or close-ranged enemies, such as marksman rifles. Helldivers can change the fire mode to semi in order to conserve ammo and control recoil.
She then accessed the grenade types.
The G10 incendiary grenade is a grenade that ignites any targets and terrain within the blast radius.
She smiled. It had taken more than a minute, but she had found her goal, a combat style.